It was another boring day at school. Timmy couldn't focus on his work, no matter how hard he tried. He started to feel sick to his stomach. The heart is a powerful muscle that helps pump blood around your body. It also helps deliver oxygen and nutrients to every cell and tissue in your body. Therefore, we'll only learn about its main parts. If you want to learn about the heart in greater detail, stay tuned for our upcoming videos. As mentioned earlier, the heart is a powerful muscle. These signals are carried by the nervous system. When the brain receives certain signals, such as during exercise or stress, it sends signals to the heart via the autonomic nervous system. These signals increase the heart rate and strength of contractions, ensuring that more blood is pumped to the muscles and other parts of the body. Besides the nervous system, hormones also play a role in regulating the heart rate. For example, adrenaline release during a fight or flight response can increase the heart rate. Similarly, thyroid hormones increase the heart rate by influencing the SA node. Several other hormones can influence the heart rate, too. When the muscle contracts, it pumps blood out of the heart. When it relaxes, blood enters the heart. In order to pump blood, the heart must first receive electrical signals. These signals are generated by a group of cells called the sinoatrial node or SA node. The SA node is located in the right atrium near the superior vena cava. It's often referred to as the heart's natural pacemaker. Once the SA node generates a signal, it spreads out over the atria, causing them to contract and push the blood into the ventricles. After the atria contract, the signal reaches another group of cells called the atrioventricular node or AV node. The AV node is located in the lower part of the right atrium near the tricuspid valve. The AV node delays the signal slightly before passing it on to the ventricles. This delay allows the ventricles to fill up with blood before they contract. From the AV node, the signal travels through a specialized conduction system and reaches the apex of the left ventricle. At this point, the signal spreads rapidly through the cardiac muscles in the ventricles, causing them to contract and pump the blood out of the heart. One heartbeat consists of one complete cycle of contraction and relaxation of the heart. The duration of one heartbeat ranges from 0.6 seconds to 1 second. During this time, the heart goes through 3 phases: diastole, systole, and the refractory period. During diastole, the heart is relaxed and most of the chambers are filling with blood. At the end of diastole, the ventricles begin to contract, which marks the beginning of systole. During systole, the ventricles are fully contracted and have ejected most of the blood. After ejecting the blood, the ventricles relax again, which marks the beginning of the refractory period. During the refractory period, the ventricles do not respond to any new signals. This prevents the heart from overworking itself and allows it to rest briefly before the next heartbeat. The heart is divided into 4 chambers: a right atrium, a right ventricle, a left atrium, and a left ventricle. The right atrium receives deoxygenated blood from all over the body except for the lungs. Deoxygenated means that the blood has already traveled through the body and delivered oxygen to all the cells and tissues. After delivering the oxygen, the blood has become less efficient and needs to be pumped to the lungs to get some more oxygen. The right atrium collects this blood and sends it to the right ventricle, which then pumps the blood to the lungs. When the blood comes back from the lungs, it's full of oxygen. It enters the left atrium and then the left ventricle, which pumps the blood all around the body. So basically, the right side of the heart pumps the blood to the lungs, and the left side of the heart pumps the blood all over the body. Between the atria and the ventricles, there are one-way valves called the tricuspid valve and the mitral valve. These valves allow blood to flow in only one direction. There are also 2 semi-lunar valves at the exits of the ventricles called the pulmonary valve and the aortic valve. These valves make sure that the blood flows in the right direction after leaving the heart. It even removes waste products from your cells. The blood vessels connected to the heart are the largest in the body, the superior vena cava, and the inferior vena cava are large veins that carry deoxygenated blood from the upper and lower body to the right atrium respectively. The pulmonary artery carries blood from the right ventricle to the lungs. After getting oxygen in the lungs, the blood returns to the heart via the pulmonary veins and enters the left atrium. Finally, the aorta, the largest artery in the body, carries oxygenated blood from the left ventricle to the rest of the body. Inside the heart, there are layers of different tissues. The inner layer is called the endocardium, which is a thin layer of tissue that forms the inner lining of the heart. It's smooth so that the blood can flow through it easily. The middle layer is called the myocardium. This is the thickest layer of the heart and is made up of cardiac muscles. These muscles are responsible for pumping the blood out of the heart. The outer layer of the heart is called the epicardium. It's a thin layer of tissue that covers the heart and protects it. Between the epicardium and the myocardium lies the space called the pericardial cavity. It contains a fluid called the pericardial fluid. The fluid reduces friction between the heart and the surrounding structures when the heart beats. Without the heart, you wouldn't be able to survive. Now that you know how important the heart is, let's learn more about it. First, let's learn about its location. Your heart is located in the center of your chest, slightly tilted to the left. It sits just behind your breastbone or sternum and in front of your spine. The heart is protected by your rib cage, and it is surrounded by other organs, such as your lungs, esophagus, and trachea. The heart is also attached to several other organs via large blood vessels. For example, it is connected to your lungs via the pulmonary artery and veins, and to the rest of your body via the aorta. The heart is a little bigger than your fist and weighs around 150 grams or 8.8 ounces. You may be wondering, how big is that exactly? Well, to put it into perspective, the average size of an adult fist is 20 centimeters cubed. The heart takes up almost the same amount of space. Can you believe that? And all of a sudden, he felt a sharp pain right in the middle of his chest. "Arg, it hurts," Timmy cried out loud. All the students started staring at him. Timmy quickly covered his chest with his arm. "What's wrong, Timmy?" his best friend Billy asked, concerned. "I don't know," Timmy replied. "My chest hurts." Just then, Mrs. Periwinkle, their teacher, walked over to Timmy's desk. "Timmy, if your chest hurts, you probably have a stomachache," she said. "Let's take a look inside and see what's going on," she added. And without any further delay, she picked up her shovel and started digging. "Ew, Mrs. Periwinkle," Timmy exclaimed. "That's not a good way to check if someone has a stomachache," Billy said, disgusted. But Mrs. Periwinkle didn't pay any attention to them. She kept digging and soon pulled out a large, muscular organ from Timmy's chest. "What is that?" Billy asked in surprise. "That's one of the most important organs in your body, Billy," Mrs. Periwinkle said, smiling. "It's called the heart," she added. "Have you ever wondered where the blood that pumps throughout your body comes from? Well, it comes from your heart. The heart is a very complex organ. Now let's talk about the heart's blood vessels. Now let's talk about how the heart works. The heart doesn't beat on its own. It requires constant signals from the brain and other parts of the body. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button below the video, subscribe, and ring the bell icon to never miss an upload from us. Comment below the organ you want to learn about next. We'll try to make a video on it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.